So I had cancer 2 years ago. I had to have surgery and I was recovering for several weeks, and I found this YouTube video of like calm Last Kingdom music or whatever. That has been like a big like comfort soundtrack. So this one has a lot of meaning to me. I absolutely love it. So I'm really, really excited to hear these new ones.
So we're gonna listen to tracks from the new Last Kingdom soundtrack. We've been waiting years, us Arslings, for another Last Kingdom soundtrack because, as Michael knows, like that first soundtrack's incredible. There are 5 seasons in a movie. We have 1 soundtrack. Fortunately, with the movie, they released the second one, which includes some of the later tracks from the later seasons and the movie tracks. They released an official video with the track called "Blood Will Prevail" before the movie was released, which is called "The Last Kingdom: Destiny Is All." It came out in April of 2023. So we're going to give that a listen, watch the video from Eivor's official channel. And then we will, after this, do one more track, which is called "The Last Kingdom: Slight Return."
Let's do it. Oh, dang.
That's violent.
Quality of her voice, just...
Oh wow, this is going all the way back to like season 1. Alexander Draymond does a phenomenal job in this show.
Love her voice. Wow. That was awesome. I will say the last one we listened to, the live recording just made, I don't know, something about the live recording. I'd love to hear or see a live recording of that one as well. Wish they had one.
Yeah, I mean, listening to it now and watching the video and seeing Alexander Draymond carry Uhtred, son of Uhtred, and he's incredible, but Eivor's voice comes in on all of those emotional moments, and like he's only half crying if he doesn't have Eivor. Like her voice is half of this show. It's incredible.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. If we play her voice over Michael tearing up, it'll be even more epic.
Anyway, next track.
Yeah. No, it's incredible. Could you imagine? Thought experiment. The greatest soundtrack of all time is the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Could you imagine if Peter Jackson had Eivor's voice on the Lord of the Rings?
He had Enya.
He had Enya, who is phenomenal, but only sang twice, as far as I know.
Yeah.
If Howard Shore incorporated Eivor in, I don't know, he might have broke the world.
Here's another thought experiment. You get "May It Be" by Enya on Fellowship of the Ring, and then instead of the other 2 songs, you get "Two Towers." You get Lisa Gerrard. Return of the King, you get Eivor.
I think the world would just...
This is like
the world would just short circuit.
Yeah, that's the trinity of otherworldly voices.
It wasn't allowed. The world would have been over by now. So good. All right, so we need to pull up one more track. It's called "The Last Kingdom: Slight Return." All right, so Last Kingdom: Slight Return. This is the next one for Michael that he hasn't heard yet. That I think sounds different enough from "Blood Will Prevail" that we're gonna get some different Last Kingdom motifs.
Does this feature Eivor as well, or is this
All of the
soundtrack?
soloing, from my understanding, is Eivor in The Last Kingdom, and she should be here. I mean, she's in almost every
Okay.
track, as far as I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you're lucky there. And I believe this one is
Okay.
from the movie versus
Okay.
the other series, the other seasons.
All right.
There she is. Pretty sure.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow, this is good.
But epic.
So good. You could run a marathon to this song on loop.
Oh wow, the drums in this one are so incredible.
What is that?
Have electronics.
Is it an electric guitar? So cool. Layers.
Whoa, is she singing with
Ooh,
somebody?
that's cool.
Is there other vocalists in here? Yeah.
Sounds like some backup vocals.
Possible, I don't know. Or it's reverb.
Or her layered, you never know.
Yep. Because there's clearly synth.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of synth used in this soundtrack fits it so well, and yet it's fascinating because it's a Viking, Old English and Viking story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Distortion, man.
So many incredible sounds.
I know. It really draws you in.
Oh. Wow.
There you have it.
Man. That hit me.
Yeah.
As it should.
I have nothing to say.
Was Ivor on the like ambient mixes?
Oh
you
yeah,
were
I mean,
listening to at that time.
like Robert said, she's pretty much on every track of the first soundtrack, and same with the second one, I believe.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
seems
Yeah,
like
she
it.
was on,
Sure seems like
and
it.
that's
Yeah.
why like I know all those sounds that now I know she was making with her voice, which is insane and incredible. I mean, that blew my mind. I like was speechless when I saw the live recording. I was like, I have no words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea
Yeah.
until you see her sing live, and you're just like, who,
Yeah.
how, what?
It's a lot of talent and a lot of
Yeah.
training is what it is, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of work put into that.
Oh, I'm sure. Clearly, she's unique and she's a gift to the world.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a very, very unique, very otherworldly. Really draws you in and kept my attention the whole time, which is
Yeah.
that was really good.
I do want to discuss like the amount of synth in,
Yeah.
like, how does it work in a medieval, a Dark Ages TV show? You don't usually, if you have synth, you're thinking like with medieval, the last one I can think of is like Lady Hawk from the 80s, which is, you know, it's a classic, but when I go back to it now, it's kind of cheesy. When you have synth, like, it's a different kind of synth. This is much more ambient synth, but can you guys think of anything like it? And where it works so well that it kind of pulls you in and creates the world?
I don't know. I mean, the one thing I noticed that I think makes it work, at least on first listen, is that it's mixed with traditional instruments and the voice. Because I think it does have kind of an ethereal quality, that kind of synth, and mixed with her voice,
Yes.
I think it kind of does a better transition, so it doesn't seem out of place. That's what
Yeah, that
I got
makes
from it,
sense.
but I don't know.
I think you're right. Ivor makes it work, right? It's kind of filling in the natural gaps, if you were like
Yeah,
another sound that wasn't that ambient synth, that otherworldly synth would not actually work as well.
yeah, because her voice is so unique and the way she uses her vocals, that I think it does bridge the gap, because it's like not something you hear on every track. So if you had just traditional instruments and then synth, that would be more fitting in like a modern contemporary movie, I would think. But because I think her voice just kind of blends it so well that it works for this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there was that sound too that was sort of, it was clearly a string instrument, whether it was a violin or a cello, that sort of was like this primal bird call sound.
I couldn't tell if that was vocal.
I
as
question
well,
everything. I
or
think
that was-
There,
honestly.
part of it, there was a violin there that was doing some really neat sliding that you could hear. I don't know if it was blended with a
Yeah, I
vocal or
know.
not, though. It very well may have been.
Are you talking about the kind of the part that was like kind of a yep, like a yep?
I
in the
think so.
background?
There was that.
Okay.
That was probably a vocal. But there was also, and this is where I probably should have paused it, but I didn't want to take away from the experience, right? And gone back to it. I don't know if I'd be able to find it again if I go back. It was towards the end. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
Oh, is
There
that
it
it?
There it is.
That sounded like a vocal.
That's a good question.
It definitely was some
That's
vocal
it.
element in there.
That could
I think-
could have been a string instrument though if you play it right.
True.
Yeah, I think it could.
Go
Honestly,
back.
it's-
I want to hear it again. Such a cool sound.
That is a vocal.
It has to be a vocal though.
Well, that was a powerful listen. I'm a new fan of Eivor now, and I will. It's made me want to watch the TV show. Honestly, I know that's meant a lot to you, Michael, and at a certain time in your life. So do you have any final thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had words to describe my thoughts, but the English language does not suffice.
Well said.
Otherworldly indeed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. We thoroughly enjoyed this one. So if you like this, just give it a like, subscribe, and comment below your favorite Eivor song. That all that stuff really helps us out. Share with your friends if you have any other soundtrack fans.
And I appreciate you bearing with me and getting all emotional during those tracks, but yeah, those hit me.
Hey, when the music hits you, it hits you.
Exactly.
So,
Beauty
all
will
right.
save the world, as Dostoevsky said, and that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm, indeed. Well, we will catch you guys next time on our next reaction. We'll see you guys later.
See you later.
See ya.
Cheers.